My name is Mike O'Keefe, and I'm a UNH Marine Docent. This video is going to talk a little bit about some of the equipment that scuba divers use and also some of the science behind how it works. In this video, we're going to talk about a buoyancy compensator. A buoyancy compensator is the device that a scuba diver uses to help them move up and down in the water. Now, before we actually demonstrate the buoyancy compensator, we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about the science behind why it works. So there are two forces that act on a scuba diver in the water. The first is the force of the water, and that exerts an upward force on the diver. And the other force is the force of gravity. Gravity, just like it was holding us here on Earth, also works on the scuba diver in the water, and that tends to move the diver down in the water. Now, whether an object or a scuba diver floats or sinks depends upon two things. The weight of the object, or the weight of the scuba diver, and the volume of water that the object displaces. Now, displacement is just the amount of water by volume that an object pushes away from it when it gets immersed in the water. Now, we can do a quick demonstration on that. This is just a rock attached to a string. Going to lower it into this graduated cylinder. Water level is right here at about 3,000 milliliters. As I lower it in, you can see what's happening to the water. The water level is increasing. And it looks here like the water level increased about, let's say, about 225 milliliters. Now, this rock would obviously sink. The rock weighs about a kilogram, which is about 1,000 grams. We saw that it displaced about 250 milliliters of water. Now, 1 milliliter is equal in weight to 1 gram. So the weight of the rock is heavier than the amount of water that it displaced, so the rock is obviously going to sink. Now, here we have another device. This is just a lead fishing sinker with a balloon attached to it. I've weighed this before, and it weighs about 150 grams. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to drop that into the water. We can see the water level goes up just a little bit. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add air into the balloon. The balloon's going to get larger. It's going to displace water. We'll see a corresponding increase in volume. And we're going to be looking to see just how much the water level rises once the object floats. So slowly putting air into it. You can see that it's kind of coming up, just coming off the bottom now. Looking at the increase in the water level coming up. Right now it's just about neutral, and we started out at about 3,000 milliliters, and we're up to just about 3,150. So we displaced 150 milliliters of water. That's just about equal to the weight of this object. So the reason the object floated is because we displaced enough water that equaled the weight of it. So now let's take a look at the buoyancy compensator. So right now this one here is deflated, and if I go ahead and I put air into it, we can see that it's getting larger and larger. Now, as it gets larger and larger, we learn that it's displacing water, it's increasing its size, and as it increases its size and displaces more water, a scuba diver is able to move up in the water column. That's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.